Welcome to another episode of Retro Gaming Geek. And today we're going to be looking at something other than a shooter or a fighting game, and that is NeoBomberman. And if you're not familiar with who Bomberman is or what this game is, just know that it's one of the best puzzle games ever. And there's so many different versions of Bomberman. Actually, I don't even know how many different Bomberman games are, including all the portables. Maybe there's like 100, 200, maybe. But I think the original Bomberman came out by a company named Hudson Soft. Now this version is actually called Neo Bomberman because it came out on the Neo Geo. If you're not familiar with what the Neo Geo is, it's actually one of the most, I guess, famous game system manufacturers when it came to fighting games. And they're mostly well known for their King of Fighters series, Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, and that's pretty much all they had on their game systems was either fighting games or shooting games. So it was pretty rare, or actually it's a treat sometimes for you to play something other than fighting or shooting games. And the Neo Geo wasn't really that popular outside of Japan, and the company who made it was SNK. So Neo Bomberman is Bomberman on the Neo Geo. And story wise, there's not really much of a story. You're this guy named Bomberman, and you go and you drop bombs. That's it. So the whole objective of every single level is to drop as many bombs as you can until you find the exit. And at the same time, you gotta try to avoid these creatures. And you do have a time limit. Um, and unfortunately, I'm not doing a great job. And whenever you're blowing up stuff, you find different power ups. Anything from like extra bombs to extended flame bombs to speed them up. I'm sorry, speed them up power ups. And that's the whole point of the game actually. And that although that might sound really boring, it's really not because this is really an addictive game. Especially if you're playing with a whole bunch of people. Um, some versions of Bomberman have you playing with like more than I guess more than 5 people, and that gets really crazy when everybody's dropping bombs on each other and trying not to kill each other, but at the same time trying to kill the enemies and you know pass the level. And this game it actually came out in 1997, and the graphics they're not mind blowing, but at the same time they're really simple and very colorful. And I just died because I ran out of time. So that's okay. When you die, you automatically get more time. You can see the timer on top. So, and the cool thing is, I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I was just talking about the graphics and sound. They're not phenomenal, but they're really great for what they are. You know. Now going back to the, I think I was talking about the time. You do have a time limit, but the cool thing is, you actually get to keep your power ups. So, I got these fire power up, these bombs. So I think right now I could lay like 2 bombs. Okay, let me see if I can lay 3 bombs. Okay, I can, and I'm just about to die. So I killed everybody, all the enemies, and now I can actually warp to the next level. And yeah, that's Bomberman. It's a really fun game. Oh, it's cool because you could actually it actually requires you to think about where you lay your bombs. Um, it's very easy to pick up, and let me see, and you get to carry your power ups over to the next level, and it's highly addictive. I don't know if you can tell, but this review might go on too long because I'm too busy playing the game. So here, and then and look, I just rescued another person who lays bombs. And that's it. That's my review for Neo Bomberman. Um, Definitely one of the most addictive games ever made. Period. And it just so happened to end up on the Neo Geo. And if you had any other games that you wanted me to review, please leave your comments below, and be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you on the next episode of Retro Gaming Geek.